All right, everyone, here we go with the first quarter of 2024. Got the idea from the recent Twin Flame Journey reading. I forgot all about this reading. Well, we got a new year starting. So we're going to pull a general overview, just the energy in general, the environmental energy, if you will, of January, February, and March 2024. Just like I've been doing every year for the past couple of years. Going to divide the year into quarters. So, I got a pre-shuffle here. Just ask the universe, tell me in general about the first quarter of 2024. Well, I wrote a whole blog article on it, right? I told you you're going to need some patience. There's a lot going on underneath the surface in the first quarter of the year that sets us up for the rest of the year. So I kind of got that here, a little bit here in the pre-shuffle. That said, it's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Reading is timeless. You're all moving at different speeds on the timeline. It is conceivable that for some of you, if you're going slow enough, the first quarter of the year plays out in the second quarter. And you're more the fourth quarter of 2023 in the first quarter. But either way, I got to pull on something. So I'm pulling on the energy. For a good number of you, it'll be real time. All right? That said, 6 wands crossed by 8 wands. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot coming at you that isn't. There's no real way I can. That sounds weird, doesn't it? But there is. There's a lot. There's a lot of chances for victory. There's a lot coming at you. Okay. We'll get to what I mean about isn't in a feel like it isn't kind of a thing in a moment. But we've got the 3 of Wands. We've all come out of a course correction, right? A realignment of energy. By the time we reach the first quarter of 2024, 3 of Wands. You're all looking at new horizons, and that's the secret to your success. That's the secret sauce. Keep always trying to better yourself. Yourself is all you've got. That's it. Keep always trying to better yourself. Keep looking toward something better. You should never reach a point in your life where I've done it. I'm the warlock on the hill. I got everything. At that point, you've broken a law of philosophy that it's just you can't be like that. Then everything gets stagnant. Then you get bored. That's when you start doing weird shit. You see that a lot with like celebrities and stuff like that, where they're a huge star. They get bored. They got tons of money, lots of downtime. They're big. Everybody knows who they are. They get bored. What do? They start taking chances. They start doing drugs. They start whatever. They fall. They spiral down and things like that. It's all boredom that causes that, along with some personality traits that may have already been in place. That said, that's your key to success. Keep looking forward, because the wheel is turning underneath, deep down, like I wrote in that article. But it's going to feel like a bit of a slog. It's going to feel like it's not happening. It's going to feel like there's always a wall. There's always a barrier. Actually, that's all in your head. All you got to do to beat that is that. Keep looking at those ships out on the horizon. It's about the journey, as I think I wrote it in the article too. I said something to the effect of, the journey might not be all that great. It might be a boring ride. But if you can get through a boring ride if you keep your eye on where you're going. Where you're headed is better than what you even imagine. Okay? And that's sort of what these cards are saying here. All right? With all that. And underneath that is the 3 of Cups. Just backing up what I just said. It's a celebration energy. Okay? So, read my article that I wrote. It's probably my most recent one. It depends when you watch this video. But, it's called the Marshmallow Test. Be sure and read that. You'll need it. Because 2024 as a whole is a great big giant marshmallow test. For those of you that don't read, a marshmallow test is a test of willpower. Willpower in psychology. Willpower will be your friend here in 2024, at least the first quarter for sure. Holding out for the best, keeping your eye on the prize, that kind of thing. Because there's a lot happening. But it's not really going to feel like it is. It's going to feel like it's all happening on the other side of a wall. Okay? Let me shuffle for January. Let's get started. Pull it 1 month at a time like I always do. Let's shuffle for January 2024 right now. All right? All right, here we go. Marshmallow test is pretty simple. It's an old psychology test where they put a kid in a room with a marshmallow. You tell the kid, you can eat that marshmallow if you want, but if you don't, if you can hold out, you'll get a second one at the end of the test, and you can eat them both. But if you eat that sucker now, or during the test, you won't get a second one. And you can watch all the other kids that held out eat theirs. It's a test of willpower. Most people fail it. Most of the kids didn't do too well. All right, here we go. Here we go. January 2024. Anyway, read the article. It's called The Marshmallow Test. I'm just trying to help you here. I'm trying to help you get the most out of the energy so that you can thrive in it. All right? January, what do we got? Well, yeah, a lot of hidden energy. Look, I'm making this shit up. The environmental energy is all hidden. It's all underneath. The universe itself is keeping its cards close to the vest. Okay? What's on top? What's on the top here? Yeah, it's boredom. Bored. Steve, there's nothing happening. And if anybody comes to me and says that, I will metaphorically smack you in the back of the head. I wrote a whole blog article that said it's all happening underneath. I've shown you a pre-shuffle that says the same thing. Why are you bored? Yeah, it's gonna seem boring, but there's a lot happening. A lot. And the witches are going to show you. Here we go. Let's do it. Hermit randomly at the bottom. Let's clarify. January. Let me move that over because we're going to need 3 columns. January. 4 of Cups. Oh, there's nothing happening, Steve. I will just refer you to the Marshmallow Test article. Yeah, I imagine the Marshmallow Test itself was fairly boring. Got to sit there for a half hour or an hour staring at a marshmallow. Good Lord. I mean, come on now. This card flew out on the floor. Flew out on the floor. I don't know where it goes, but it's part of it. I'm going to put it right there. It's a Queen of Swords. It's probably read with the card that's on top. Okay? Let's see. 9 of Cups. Yeah. The truth is there's a lot happening. 9 Cups. And the problem when we get bored, all right? The problem when we get bored, and this is the truth, is that sometimes it acts like depression in a way, where you just start pushing away even things that are your 9 of Cups. Keep your eye on the prize, the destination. I'm telling you that underneath the surface, and the cards told you the same thing. You don't have to take my word for it, but underneath the surface, there's a lot happening. That energy comes to the surface very quickly in around the second quarter of the year, give or take. There's no time in the energy, and you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. But there's a lot brewing, a lot of big changes. The destination is fantastic. Keep your eye on that, okay? And try not to just let this, I know why the Queen of Swords flew out now. Try not to let this boredom, okay, where the energy seems boring, cause you to cut things out. Cut everything out. Don't. Go ahead and take whatever opportunities come your way. Some of them will be, oh, this sucked, right? That kind of thing. Just let it go. Let it go. Keep your eye on the destination. Know there's a lot going on underneath. The center card, red with the High Priestess, the 2 of Wands. See? This January, the very beginning of this quarter, the whole quarter is like this on some level, but the very beginning of this quarter, right, is the 2 of Wands. It's the set the intention stage. There's a lot happening in the energy. You'll feel it if you allow yourself to. If you're someone who meditates and things like that, you'll feel it. You'll feel that there's things happening. What's red with the 9 of Cups? The Ace of Swords, right? Again, remind yourself. Keep reminding yourself. It's a sword of truth. Yeah. It's a reconciliation energy. Yeah. Keep reminding yourself of the destination. That this energy that's underneath the surface is going to come to the surface. It has this. There has to be this setup. Okay. Think of bowling. Right. Bowling would be terrible if nobody, or if no machine or no person ever set up the pins. Right. It's only when the pins are set up that we're bowling. It's kind of boring if you had to wait for someone to come over and they put 1 pin down at a time. Once every 5 minutes they put a pin down. There's 10 fucking pins, for God's sake. It's going to take for fucking ever. Right? That kind of thing. Bowling is fun when the pins are set up. The pins are getting set up here. Okay? Keep that in mind. Don't let the energy of boredom and apathy get you down. All right? Keep your eye on the prize. So that's January. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, that's about right. I can dig it. Let's take that out. Fueling that High Priestess, by the way, the Ace of Swords. The very card that just came out there. Yeah. The pins are setting up. Now, let's pull on February. Okay? Now, tell me about February as we move through this. I know that this energy, with the power of a tower, I'll tell you what, comes to when it does reach the surface, it comes fast. You will want this downtime, this setup time. It's time to get your arrow aimed right. This time to get your sights set on what this prize is. Okay? And again, the secret I told you in the pre-shuffle is to keep your eye on new horizons. Always strive for better, for more. When you reach a pinnacle, climb a higher one. Start looking up to something a little bit higher, right? When you climb K2, get your eyes set on Everest. That kind of thing. Let's go. Let's see where we go here. February 2024. What we get? What we got? Well, the environmental energy is very liberating. All right, if you play your cards right here, every pun intended, very liberating. It's nice. It's an energy of independence. Okay, not loneliness, independence. Difference. What's the top card? Base energy. See, look at that. For a lot of you, it's a bit of free. Stings old. If you love someone, set them free. That kind of thing. For a lot of you, you're by February and all of this right here with all this pin setup that's going on, you're finding yourself. You're okay on your own. Okay? With the Lover's card here, you're making choices for you. All right? You. It's about you looking at new horizons. You figuring out what your Nine of Cups is. All right? And I know I'm disappointing a lot of people with that article I wrote about the first quarter of 2024 and this reading. But it's honest. It's what the energy is. It's times like this in life that are necessary. It's a bit of a regroup. I know people come to these readings, some of them do, and they want, my runner's coming in, I'm going to get communication. I don't do superficial shit like that. Okay? This is powerful energy that can put you, you'll be like runner who if you get in this energy in which the opportunity is there for. Okay? Now, let's grab the witches again and let's clarify February. This is nice. It's really nice. Some of you will even get some health problems straightened out in this era. For some of you, it's about that. You get your shit straightened out. It's terrific. It's wonderful energy. Very liberating here. Making choices that better you. All right? It's about you. This reading is for you, and so far, it's all you. With a little message from me here in the universe in the pre-shuffle in January that there's a lot going on underneath the surface. As long as you know that. It's like you can suffer through a boring ride or a bad ride to get there. As long as you know that where you're going is awesome. It is. It's fantastic. Keep your eye on the prize, on the destination, and how great it's going to be. All right? This is a great energy. Why is the Lovers here? Tell me more about February. Flew out of the deck. Again, I got a card. It flew out. Boom. I have it right here. Victory. Six of Wands on top. Six of Wands. Here's your Three of Wands at the bottom, by the way, which technically would be crossing the center card. I didn't look what was crossing that one. Wasn't necessary, I guess. Either way, that'll be Three of Wands. Again, keeping that eye on something better out on that ship. Victory here. Also, you have an energy of, for those of you just to placate, somebody is keeping an eye on you. Somebody's coming back around to you. And this always happens. You get into Nine of Pentacles energy. It's like a minor arcana Empress energy. Everybody wants a piece of that. Okay? Focus on you and your victories. Okay? Center card, red with the Nine of Pentacles. Page of Wands, new adventures. There it is. New adventures. You can smell it coming. And you're ready for it when you're in this energy. You're setting up the pins still. But this is the next stage of setting up the pins. Right? This is that moment where the pins are down, but the machine still has them. It hasn't lifted yet and released the pins. Right? You're under this energy of Nine of Pentacles crossing the Lovers, that independence, making choices for you, okay? Feeling yourself, feeling like, yeah, I can do this, I'm ready. You're ready for new adventures. You're, again, part of the setup for when the energy that's underneath the surface comes to the motherfucking surface. What's red with Six of Wands? Five of Cups. Victory over what? Over that. Does this person look like this person? No. You're getting victory over a Five of Cups energy. Worrying about shit that you don't need to worry about 3 cups down. We all fail. We all have people run from us. We all have relationships. We love someone, they don't or can't love us back. One or the other. You don't worry about it. You take what you can, you learn what you can, and you move forward. It's about optimism here. With the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups, there's an energy of optimism that comes back, and it's not blind optimism. It's very structured optimism. It's quite nice. The Lover's energy is very powerful, very healing. Archangel Raphael energy surrounding you. The energetic doctor, if you will. It's very nice. New adventures is crossed by the Three of Wands. Keep your eye on those. You're ready for those under this energy, under February's energy. Now, we take the Nine of Pentacles, and we're going to go over here. We're going to pull March. Tell me about March 2024. Tell me about March 2024. Let's go. Environmental energy is the Queen of Wands. All is not as it seems in the environmental energy. Very similar to a Seven of Swords energy, but not as nefarious. Okay? Seven of Swords energy is a mild devil energy. It's deception and lies and things like that. It's very nefarious. It can be. Mild, though. The Queen of Wands here is superficial energy. She hides, he or she hides, right, what's deep down, and on the surface it's something else. It's that wall of pretense energy that's here. All is, when it comes in the environmental energy around the month of March, all is not as it seems. Okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Your base, and this is proof actually, the Nine of Swords. Okay? The nine, this is you going, oh, maybe Steve was wrong. Maybe I didn't get in this energy. Nine of Swords is worried about bullshit. This is your chance to not get in the Nine of Swords. It's a false sword of Damocles. Sword of Damocles is held over the head by a horsehair. It could fall at any moment. These are bolted to the wall. Don't get in this energy. You're getting the information in advance. All is not as it seems. What seems on the outside to be worth this is not worth that. The energy is going to come to the surface very rapidly. Come around the end of Q1, beginning of Q2 2024. And then it's go time. It's time to go bowling at that point. All right? Let's pull this down a little bit. Let's pull that down and pull that down. Let's get everybody on camera. Let's grab the witches. Tell me about the Nine Swords. Tell me about March. Let's go. Yeah. I think with this long setup here, you start thinking the pins are never going to be set up. I'm never going to go bowling. Right? Yeah, I wouldn't. Nine of Swords is a lot of nonsense. A lot of bullshit. It really is. Focus on this energy. Keep your eye. Focus on what I said here and here, and you won't get in that. The Queen of Wands, very powerful energy crossing that Nine of Swords. Some of you might be worrying because you can feel something over here. You might still wonder whether you're worthy or whether you're good enough and stuff like that. Let me save you some trouble. You are. All right? It's cool. Queen of Wands would say that for sure. Let's go. Or the energy could be deceptive in a way where you might feel trouble is coming. It's not. Nine of Swords says that. All right? In fact, nines are the end in tarot. The Nine of Swords here means in March, your worries begin to end. All right? You start to see some things on the horizon. Feel some things on the horizon. Okay? Get some news about things that perk you up a little bit. All right? Let's go. All right. Let's go. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Tell me about March 2024. 4. What's on top? Nothing flew out this time. King of Swords. Wow. Yeah. It's my king of action. Also my king of truth. Okay? Don't get in this energy. Okay, look. And I accidentally left 9 cups there, which is over here. Yeah? So the 9 cups over here ties over here in March. You start to see evidence of that. But what I was going to say is, with my king of truth, don't get in this until you find out the truth. Worry is spinning your wheels. It's wasted energy. Okay? It's a waste. Wait till the truth comes in. It might surprise you. There's also a king of action energy attached to that. Now, my center card here is red with the Queen of Wands. The 4 of Wands. Yeah. I like that. Again, the Queen of Wands is talking about pretense. It's talking about all is not as it seems. And then its base energy is the 9 of Swords. This is about waiting for the evidence to show itself. Don't start thinking you're never going to get the bowl, the machine's never going to let go of the pins, that kind of thing. It is. 4 of Wands. I said there's some king of action energy attached to this, and that 4 of Wands is proof of it. If you want proof, this is walking a new journey. This is a new path. This is where it begins. This is where the setup ends, and this walking of this new path toward the 10 of Pentacles begins, or begins to begin here. But you've got to wait for the information to get to you. Don't get in this 9 of Swords energy. That's repellent. Nothing will get to you. You'll start creating self-fulfilling prophecies. All is better than you think. Okay? It's better than you think. Sure is. And I'll tell you why. Red with, I'm taking a chance here. I haven't looked. But I'm taking a chance that this is a great card. Red with the King of Swords, my king of truth. The truth, action, whatever. Justice. Thank you, God. Oh, justice, yeah? Justice is red with that. When the truth comes in, you find if you spent your time doing this, you're going to feel stupid. You're going to feel like it was a waste of time. This is always a waste of time. 9 swords. Always. Okay? Look, justice. March is the beginning of whatever the path is. I keep this because I'm divining out pretty far. The further out you divine, the less accurate. So I keep these accurate by keeping it general. And quite frankly, just looking at the surface energy, this is exactly what my article talked about the first quarter of 2024. Played out perfectly. March is the beginning of the new path. It is. But it may seem like it's not. Again, everything is better than you fear. Everything is better than you think. Things are happening more than you realize. Stay out of this. By the time March comes in, you might be damn sick of under the surface and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. Use this energy constructively. February is talking about using January's relative downtime. Keep your eye on the prize, right? Kind of a thing. There's a lot going on underneath. You might get bored. Using it constructively to improve yourself, to liberate yourself, to make choices for yourself. That's where the victory comes in. That's where you start to see on the horizon new adventures. That's where you get victory over this energy of regrets and sadness. It's a chance for it's the setup. It's the 2 of Wands of it all. Setting the intention, focusing on new horizons. And with the 3 of Wands, which we had in the pre-shuffle, which is also crossing the little page, my little adventure page here, that's important that you're in this frame of mind. But over here, you might still be bored. You might still think nothing's going to happen. All is not as it seems. It's better than you think. Wait till the information gets to you, because it actually provides you with a great deal of justice. Justice is balanced energy. The truth will set you free here. Balanced energy, which to you and I in the 3D is happiness. Okay? You get some justice. It's almost guaranteed by the universe because it's major arcana. And in fact, it's the only major arcana here in March. And it's the final card that came out, red with the King of Swords. This information that comes your way is your justice. And it's where the journey begins toward that real 10 of Pentacles, that real deal. All of this ties together. All of this is important. Just like for bowling, it's important that you wait for the pins to get set up and you don't just start chucking a ball down where there's no pins. You might hit the machine and break it, and then you have to pay for it. It's expensive, right? This is all tied together. It's all very important. I think the most important energy here is this. The only energy I'm disappointed by is that some of you may end up here. Don't. All right? Don't disappoint Steve. You don't want disappointed Steve. Okay? You want fresh Steve always. But you don't want disappointed Steve. All right? And yeah, right, just like I said, it may seem like nothing's happening. This fantastic energy. It's absolutely terrific. Let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you about January, February, March, first quarter of 2024. Let's see if there's anything else it wants to tell you here. One card and a crossing card. What else you want to tell everybody before we go? I guarantee you, I pull the second quarter, it's got a lot more action to it. Because that energy will come to the surface very quickly. It will. Just like when that machine bowling lifts that thing, lifts away, those pins are there, they're ready to go. Then you can chuck the ball and have some fun. Let's go. One card and a crossing card. I don't use a lot of bowling analogies, but I guess we have to here. All right. Let's go. I wrote that article about the first quarter as a friendly warning on some level, you know, because I know everybody's going to get antsy. Showed up here in January with boredom. I can dig it. But you could use downtime to work on yourself, to refocus your goals, to learn something about yourself, which you do by February if you play your cards right. Damn it, what is it with cards falling on the damn floor here? Jeez, oh my God. Oh, jeez, wow. Okay, I've got, okay, well, we're just going to pull them. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Devil reversed, and the King of Pentacles crossing the Three of Swords. It's a lot. It's just everything I said. It's about working on yourself. It's about looking at this. It's just everything I said while I was shuffling. This energy represents stability, bringing stability. And I kind of put the cards down on top of February. Use this downtime. Don't be bored with January. Use the downtime to refocus your goals and look at yourself. Change some lifestyle habits. Change some habits you have of ways you think about yourself. I know it's not the glorious reading that everybody likes to hear with Eight of Wands and this soulmate's coming in and this and that. Don't be that superficial about life. You know, the energy around you can work to your advantage or your disadvantage. It's there whether you use it or not. You always have free will to take advantage of the energies around us, be they good or bad. These are good energies. It's a good chance. This February is encouraging here. The road kicks off, I would say, around the middle of March. Things start to come to the surface. Okay? I would say that for sure. The whole reading ends with you getting some justice, and that's terrific. And a lot of you get justice by flipping this devil around. These cards flew out of the deck. I'll tell you what, with a base energy of Three Swords, you could get past that very easily, effortlessly, in fact. This Eight of Pentacles is you using January wisely to get to the Nine of Pentacles here. The environmental energy opportunity crossing the Lover's card here, February. All right? So, use this reading as a guideline for the first quarter of the year and read my article, The Marshmallow Test, at sltblog.com. All right, for sure. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, do what you want to do, but I'm here to help. That's all I'm trying to do, is give you the energies around you. That said, so that you can best utilize them. That said, I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. And around the middle of March, around this time, the Four of Wands time, I will pull on the second quarter, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes from there. But definitely don't waste January. All right? You want to make sure you're in this February energy. All right? And this is just understandable, but I wouldn't. Always remember, Nine of Swords. Never worry about shit until you get the truth. Worry is wasted energy. It's just spinning wheels, and you can manifest sometimes if there's too much emotion behind the worry. You can manifest exactly what you're worried about. So be careful about that, okay? That's your reading. Good luck.